every morning. Serving through helping others. November 2. Pure and undefiled religion before God the Father is this: to visit orphans and widows in their trouble and to keep oneself unspotted from the world. James 1 verse 27. One day in New York City, a young man riding his motorbike met with a terrible accident and was thrown onto the busy road, bleeding heavily. Vehicles sped past him, unwilling to stop. Finally, a taxi driver pulled over, saw that the boy was still breathing, and rushed him into his cab. He drove straight to the nearest hospital and pleaded with the doctor to save the young man's life. But the doctor refused. This is a road accident. According to the law, no treatment can be given until the police arrive, he said sternly. The driver pleaded again, begging the doctor at least to check on the boy's condition. Yet the doctor stood firm, repeating that the law forbade him from acting without police permission. Helpless, the taxi driver hurried toward the government hospital, but before they could reach, the young man died on the way. Later that evening, when the doctor returned home, he found his house crowded with people. On asking what had happened, someone said with deep sorrow, "Doctor, your only son was in a road accident. The hospital refused to treat him before the police arrived, and he died on the way to the government hospital." The doctor fell to the floor crying in anguish. From that day, he lost his sanity and now lives in a mental institution. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law: justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. Matthew 23, verse 23. My friend, rules and commandments are important indeed, but what if the doctor had looked at the young man's face just once? How different the outcome might have been. Which of these three do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers? The expert in the law replied, "The one who had mercy on him." Jesus told him, "Go and do likewise." Luke 10, verses 36-37. Dear child of God, if you truly desire to obey God's commandments, how can you ignore the suffering of your brother or sister in need? True service is not only in words but in deeds of compassion. Prayer. Lord, thank you for teaching me that helping my neighbor in distress is also an act of service to you. Give me a heart of mercy to act with love when others are in need. Amen.